Hello there, Lisa. The Doomsday Clock Countdown. Listen to the headline. Scientists reveal annihilation time once the minute hand strikes at midnight. What was interesting to see about this Doomsday Clock is it was first brought in to creation in 1947, you all. 1947 is when the Doomsday Clock was created. That also was the time of Roswell, the Roswell incident, the alien incident, all of that right there. And I found that very interesting. It was right at the start of the Cold War, the Doomsday Clock. Look at this. So on January the 24th of 2023, the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists will reveal how close humanity is to destruction by updating the Doomsday Clock. They had to create Doomsday. You have to ask yourself, why on earth would you create a clock? It's already 100 seconds till midnight. Why would you create a clock back in 1947, you all? Doesn't that sound really strange, creating it back in 1947? Especially when we know that's when a lot of things started changing on the earth. Why? Because I think alien intelligence, extraterrestrial beings, they showed up and deals were made. That's what I think. They probably took control back in 1947, and that's why the Doomsday Clock was created. Really, this is hypothetically speaking. Yes, a Zangle. It is. It's an epic, epic year. And something strange is going on, you all. Look, at the start of the Cold War, they said it's 7 minutes to midnight. So this is what's coming out. They're going to do a live on the Facebook or something on the 24th. Look, countdown to annihilation. Why do they want to choose headlines like that? Countdown to annihilation. What's this? Midnight 1991. That's when I left Berlin, Germany in 1991. The U.S. and the Soviet Union, strategic arm reduction. Yeah. This is wild, you all. It really is wild knowing that 1947, that date right there. And then look at this. They said the democratic governments have and institutions that should be working to address the threats have failed to rise to the challenge as reasons for the clock being set at its closest point ever. You can see it like kind of like this, I guess, like that a little bit, you all. So designing the doom, listen to that, designing the doom. Why do you need to design the doom? Why do you need to design our doom? For last year's 100 seconds till midnight, but it's uncertain if the events in this past year, hello, Applebrooks, honey, you all, it's uncertain, they say. The bulletin, so if you all didn't know that, on January the 24th of 2023, the bulletin will host a virtual, you can watch it online, conference to reveal the new position of the Doomsday Clock for 2023, the Doomsday Clock. That right there is really, if you think about it, this is kind of wild. Look at this. It was created, who was it? Artist Martel Langsdorff created the design for the Doomsday Clock for the cover of the June 1947 edition of the Bulletin. And the Doomsday Clock kind of looks kind of blah. It does. If you look at it, it's kind of dreary and like there's nothing to it. There's nothing appealing to that Doomsday Clock. Maybe the outline of the countries, the continents and stuff, that looks somewhat appealing. Other than that, it's really not that neat. But listen, here's something else I found out, you all. This is really wild too. Look, this lady, Martel, could have been a man, married Alexander Langsdorff, a physicist who worked on the Manhattan Project. Now, how on earth did the Manhattan Project, you all, how on earth did that get into this? So I clicked over to the Manhattan Project, you all. We're going to go somewhere. So this is the Manhattan Project. I went to the Wikipedia right here. Manhattan Project was a research development undertaking during the World War II that the United States, with the support of the United Kingdom. Boom, boom, boom. So you come over here. Let's look at that. We can look at it. No, I didn't want to do that, I really didn't. I wanted to click into if you're just tuning in, they're going to decide how many seconds to our annihilation. with the doomsday clock. It's like, you've got to be kidding. You really got to be kidding. But they're not kidding you. Well, they're not. I wanted to see if I could click into here. Yeah, this is what was interesting too. If I can get to it, let me get to it. Look at, this is what's interesting too. Watch this. So these are, they made project sites for the Manhattan Project. These are all the areas that participated in the Manhattan Project. Look at them. They're all over the United States and or Canada. Right here, you can see them right there. All these places for the Manhattan Project, you all, and billions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of jobs were created in all these areas. Look at this, strategically, boom, 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 right there. I don't really know too much about it, but oh well, right? We can see it right there. So that was the Manhattan Project. So the woman or the man who created it, 1947, designed it. Look, so the bulletin is going to host a virtual thing. So the Annihilation. And what's interesting in that, when is the full moon? Is there a full moon or a new moon that's coming on the 21st of this month? That's like after that happens, then they do their doomsday clock. I'm not sure if it's after that happens, if they, my back is itching. So I use a pencil. So after that happens, is that when the WEF meetings are over too, before the full moon or the new moon? Because I can't remember it. Yeah, you was like, I think something, the dark moon. Is it called the dark moon? Yeah, the dark moon. You also, it's the beginning of the the designing of the doom. You all really think about this. Why? Why did you want to create a clock like this? Look, the conference will feature speakers and members of the elders. The elders. I never heard of that. A group of global leaders established by Nelson Mandela that work toward peace, justice, and human rights. Okay, I'm all about peace, justice, and human rights. So Nelson Mandela and the Doomsday Clock in 1947. And then we got the Mandela Effect. Do you think that Mandela Effect is tied into that doomsday clock? Really? Why does that clock really? What if that doomsday clock has some kind of special abilities to it? Really, what if it does? Like a time machine or something, I don't know. Speeds up time. Remember, if time had not been sped up, I don't know. But that's okay, because in the years to come, you will be able to live around 150 years old. How many people want to live to be 150 years old? Because right now, the average lifespan, I think, is around 70. And Mr. Greenspan, a long time ago, he wanted to make people work until they're the age 72 because he was working. Just go ahead, work, 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 like somebody said at the WEF, work, 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 money, 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 money. He wanted everybody to work till the age of 72. No. Do you all want to live 150 years? Do you? That's right. They got it. Well, Methuselah was 969 years old. And then if you remember Abraham and Sarah, you know, they lived long too. And then Job and all that kind of stuff. But y'all look at this. That's something I found out too. Let me do this. Look at this. Look at this, you all. Live longer for 150 years in the metaverse, but only if you are willing to permanently leave your physical body and become a living app. You have to become a living app. You have to leave your body. Your body. You remember this right here? Remember that series where they had this person in a wheelchair and this person who could not see, and they put these things on right here, and they were living in that world. In that world, he could walk, she could see. Remember that? Remember that? They're going to let you live that. With the advancement of technology, now this one is the 2045. See, this is by 2045. You could have an artificial body. An artificial body, they're saying. It's like, that's right, you all. That's right. With the metaverse stuff, you will have your mind uploaded. And they're talking about having to do your mind. Mr. Musk is working on it with his Neuralink and other companies and stuff like that. A whole brain uploading. All of it, you all of it. They gotta do stuff to they gotta do a copy of your mind transfer, preservation, brain evolution, whole brain emulation. 120, you got 120 trillion synapses in the brain, you all. Look, your brain could be like 2,500 terabytes. Okay, you will become, look at that, you all. This is wild. This is so wild, but this is the world we're living in. And no wonder. So yes, I think that perhaps, that might be that might be countdown to our annihilation, you all. Really, when they move that doomsday clock, they might count down closer to our annihilation of your body. That's right, your body. My goodness gracious. Doomsday clock countdown. Reveal annihilation. That doesn't sound really nice at all, you all. It does not sound nice to me, being a human being in this body. Annihilation time once the minute hand strikes at midnight. And you know that one day, in all reality, one day that minute hand is going to hit straight at midnight. Just like that. And when it does, time is up. Time is up for humanity. Annihilation is at hand. So really, that's what it sounds like. In 1947, with the Doomsday Clock created, 1947. Do you think, now listen, do you think with Admiral Byrd, you know, when he went to the middle of the earth and he met with the leader of the Middle Earth and they said, you know, we cannot be having you launching atomic bombs and stuff like this because this is our world too. You're going to make the surface uninhabitable. So do you think that they came to the leaders of the world and say, okay, we're going to put a doomsday clock right here, and we're going to be the ones who determine whether or not your world gets annihilated based on how you're behaving on this earth? Do you think the leaders of like another civilization, another place, has done that to humanity? Really? Because it's 1947. And they said, you know, every step you get closer to doing the wrong thing, we're going to move that hand. And when you go too far, your time is up, and then boom, you're getting annihilated. Could be, hypothetically speaking, that could be a theory, something like that. Yeah. You can be a programmer and you can take, yes, you can make $200,000 a year. Do you know right now, they have programs like artificial intelligent things. They can write programs for you like that. You can tell them what you want and they will write the program. It won't even involve a human being. You're going to have a really specialized skill set, and you're going to have to help in the evolution of this technological age. Yeah, you are. So this is wild. Yes, the Amish are not stressed out at all. No. They don't watch TV. See, that's the good thing. They don't watch TV. They mind their own business. They live their own lives. And so do a lot of other people. They do. But that's all right, you all. Yes, it will. But who's control of that? Who's in control of them, you all? There was who is the person that was technologically advanced? It was like an angel, a fallen angel or something. They speak about it in the book of Enoch. Technology. Well, we read in the Old Testament, technology will increase. Yeah, technology will increase. But remember that series. There was a series, I don't know how many was in the series, about the annihilation, the doomsday of humanity. What would happen when the other people are taken out of here, and then other people are left behind. Remember that series right there. I believe it. I'm sitting here thinking about it because I watched it years and years ago when I don't know how long it had been out. And it kind of is like that. You put your goggles on, you're in the virtual reality world. One thing stuck out in my mind with this virtual reality world. this man saw this woman in an apartment, and she wanted to get physical with him, and she goes, come on, let's put on these goggles like this. It's really good. He said, what are you talking about? She said, no, this is how we do it. He goes, you don't have no physical contact. No, we just do it all like this. And he didn't want to have nothing to do with her. He did not want to have nothing to do with her. I don't even know what that's on, but she wanted to do that because she could pretend to be somebody that she wasn't, and he was somebody that he wasn't. I don't know about you, but if I'm going to be with somebody, I'm going to be physically with them. I'm not going to do this virtual reality and do play and pretend. That's not going to fulfill my spirit on the inside, you all. Yes, the guy about Mars is out there. Okay, so you all, this is wild. We got the doomsday clock. The doomsday clock. Scientists reveal the annihilation time. You've got to laugh at it. You've got to laugh at this headline. You're on the annihilation time. Come on, you all. Who on earth? This is wild. It's so wild. It is, you all. So it's something to think about, especially with all of this is going on. So that's going to be on January the 24th of 2023. And they're going to do it live on a Facebook virtual, I guess, metaverse. Is that when they're going to do it on the metaverse and Facebook and whatever it is, you all? Yeah, something like that. Yes, that's right. We got it. We got it going on, you all. I destroy my enemy when I make him my friend. That's how you got to say it. I destroy my enemy. In real life, you could, if it was possible with a human being. I destroy my enemy when I make them my friend. He makes even his enemies at peace with him. You are so there. It's even though the annihilation, the countdown to annihilation is still continuing. We can still live in this world up until the annihilation time, obviously, because I don't know what's going to happen when this, what on earth will happen till this happens? We're going to annihilate each other, or is some kind of external force going to annihilate us, really? It doesn't sound good. It does sound like Doomsday. The whole entire headline sounds like Doomsday. And I think it was around this one time right here when this stuff like this happened back in the 1940s or something. Wasn't there like an onslaught of UFO sightings all around the world? And was like somebody wrote in here in 1971, somebody wrote in a live stream, I think, correct me if I'm wrong. In 1971, there was a UFO attack or invasion in Manhattan or something? Somebody wrote it in the comment section yesterday, and a teacher and his students were researching that it did happen, and it was a state with a letter M is what it was, and there was really something like that, you all. Yes. So there's so much going on, you all. Really, truly, there is. You're ready to be? Yes, we just like hop out of here. That's right. Somebody says, well, God don't need no UFO. God don't need no spaceship. Jesus don't need no spaceship. Well, if I see Jesus, if I see God and my spirit is resonating and I feel total peace and I feel drawn to get on that spaceship or UFO or that cloud that's cloaked, that ship that's cloaked in a cloud, I'm going. I'm not staying here if I feel led. And then sometimes, like if my dream, I didn't have a choice. It was my time to go. I had the white numbers written all over my body with the letters. I reread it. Yeah, that's right. It means game over. That's right. He makes even his enemies his friends. That's right. That's right, you all. That's right. So, oh my gosh, look at this. The previous year's events reflect humanity's proximity to self-annihilation. But you know, this is wrong because excuse me, humanities. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And you didn't do it. It was the people. It was the powers that be. It was the 1%. If it happens, it's the 1% that's doing it to humanity. The 1% is doing it to us. The 99%. Okay, now let's think about that. 1% and then 99%. He left the 99 to go find the one. Why is that in the Bible? He left the 99 to go find the one. And then you got the 1%. And then we're the 99%. This is weird. It is weird. Why do they have that? I don't know why they got it. That's right. We are the 99%. Well, so, yeah, 1947, boom. What was that? In 1971, there was a UFO attack. So look at this. Now we got another football-size asteroid moving closer to Earth in the coming days. Football size, all of this. Poseidon. We got alien signals. Lasers are picking up alien signals. A celestial object blazes through the galaxy at 4 million kilometers an hour. Where's it blazing toward? Right here. Yeah, that's right. Many are being raptured now. People are perceived as dead, but are not. Rodolfo. Years and years and years ago when I was little, my mom thought, you know, what if when you die, that's your rapture? When you die, that's your body being raptured out of here. Your soul being raptured, your spirit going back to where it came. Something's going on, you all. So the 1% is at the top of the pyramid, and we will be in trouble. Gina Maria Calvin Hill, Country Bowie. That's right. That's right. Yeah, so if you didn't know, the Doomsday Clock to Hour Annihilation, it said it's going to be humanity's proximity to self-annihilation. I don't think it's right that they do this to us. I really don't. And if you think about the time of Noah, they couldn't find anybody. So they only saved a few of the people, and then the rest of the people were gone. They got flooded out, but then they made their way into the underground is what happened. Really. So humanity's proximity to self-annihilation. Countdown to our annihilation. Really, there's so much more to this than meets the eye. It really is this doomsday clock. There's bound to be. There's some kind of a secret to it. There is a secret to it. And how did Mr. Nelson Mandela, civilization. Okay, how did Nelson Mandela really get into that, you all? What did he have to do with that? That's really strange. It is when I think about it, and the elders. Where about is the clock? I don't know where the clock is, but on the 24th of January, let's look at here. You want to know about the clock? On the 24th of January of 2023 at 10 a.m., Eastern Standard Time, the Bulletin will host a virtual conference to reveal the new position of the Doomsday Clock for 2023. And you can watch it on the Metaverse, which is on the Facebook page, more or less. The Bulletin's website on the Facebook page. You can watch it there at 10 o'clock and see how our doom is being designed by the position of that annihilation. One time I think it got to around 3. Well, you got 1 minute till midnight. That means you only got 60 seconds, like a ticking time bomb. Okay, you all, I'm going to go. I am. The Doomsday Clock is in Chicago. Chicago, near the Fermi Lab. The Fermi Lab in Chicago, Bastivia, Chicago. Or Bastivia, Illinois, or something like that. I am going to go, you all. There's a Doomsday Swan baby song. Yes, you all, we're going to go. So with that being said, thank you for tuning in, you all. And this is the headlines they choose. The annihilation. Reveal the annihilation time for humanity. Right there, the Doomsday Clock countdown. You'll find it on, January the 24th at 10 a.m. on the Facebook page for the Doomsday Clock. Right, that's right, you all. You can find this at the Science Times. Right here, Science Times, Home, Physics, and Math. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. Armageddon. I don't want to live in an Armageddon, but if it's here, we got to pray that we got all the strength that we need to face the Armageddon that's right here. Strength and courage. That's right. Love you.